Hello and welcome to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at a scenario where Sweden forms an empire. Sorry that I didn't get Sunday's video out. I really need to move days around and not post on Sunday because sometimes I just have stuff going on, don't have time to record or forget, and yeah, so I do apologize for that. But anyway, we can get into today's video. So yeah, Sweden is going to start to militarize and invest more on their military, and they're going to build it up. And also, before we do get into it actually, um, a thing to note is that all alliances such as NATO, the European Union, uh, everything, even the United Nations, is going to be deactivated or just completely gotten rid of. Because if it wasn't like that, then Sweden would probably have a hard time forming an empire because they are a NATO country surrounded by NATO countries, so it'd be hard. And, but anyway, yeah, let's just get into it. And once they have their military ready, they will go out, and I honestly don't know who is their weakest neighbor, but they're going to invade Denmark. And they're going to start with this island over here, which will be very easy. They're going to send their navy out, and they're going to land on this island and take Copenhagen. I might turn the terrain layer off. Yeah, I guess that's better. I don't know. Yeah, I really want to know if you guys like it better with the terrain layer on. See, so here you can see like the different terrain, or like this. I like it both ways, but please let me know, because that way I can improve it. Anyway, though, I'll leave it off for a little bit. They do finish taking this island that Copenhagen was on, and they take some surrounding islands. Eventually, they will land on the mainland of Denmark, and they make a pretty big landing. They kind of spearhead out, and before you know it, Denmark pretty much knows they cannot beat Sweden and will go ahead and surrender. And Greenland will kind of just be there. And yeah, we can take a look at this peace treaty. And in this peace treaty, we see that Sweden will fully annex Denmark, the Faroe Islands will become independent, and so will Greenland. And yeah, that is Sweden's first step, and they will begin to militarize even more, preparing to go to war once more. And that is against Norway, which they will line their military up over here, and another capital very close to Sweden, and they will send their military over once they declare war, capturing the capital of Oslo, and spreading out around the surrounding areas. That's a little bit of a tongue twister, apparently, for me. And I mean, the rest kind of just will fall. I know there are some mountains, but they'll be able to get over those. And it's pretty much just left with this, which is pretty much ice. And oh, don't forget this, that is also ice. And yeah, Norway is going to surrender. And once again, Sweden will just completely annex Norway. And yeah, there's really nothing else to it. And they're going to calm down for a little bit so that countries don't get suspicious. And that's probably a good move. And eventually, though, they will prepare their navy in this. Is this still the Baltic Sea? I don't know, because, like, I know this is the Baltic Sea, but I don't know if this is, yeah, I don't know. But they prepare their navy in this area, and I have to know what it is. Okay, so it's called the Gulf of Bothnia, not Bosnia, Bothnia. I didn't know that, but they prepare their navy there, and Sweden will, or not Sweden, Finland will grow suspicious, and eventually Sweden will strike, as they will immediately take the Åland Islands and land very close to Helsinki, and they will move inward, going very fast, and they will capture the capital city of Helsinki. And Finland, they are, I mean, I guess Norway probably fought back some too. I don't know if Norway is stronger than Finland, but yeah, Finland is going to fight back and use their tactics just like the ones that they used in the Winter War. And yeah, eventually though, I mean, it's not going to work forever. And fast forwarding, once the southern parts are captured, Finland is going to surrender. And Finland is fully annexed. And now Sweden is looking pretty good. They've acquired Denmark, Norway, Finland, and I mean, I guess the entire Nordic region, or Scandinavian, I should say. They don't have Iceland, Faroe Islands, or Greenland. That's okay for them right now. And they're going to prepare their navy once again in the Baltic Sea. And they, at this point, are pretty strong. They have leveled up. I don't know why I said it. I don't know. But they've improved their military quite a bit, and they have done the same with their navy, and they now prepare to invade the Baltics, and that is exactly what they do when the time strikes. As they land in Estonia, capture the capital of Tallinn. I think that's how you pronounce it. I might be wrong. And they waste no time getting into the border of Latvia and capturing Riga, wiping them out. Lithuania will kind of hope that Sweden doesn't see them, and that doesn't work, as they quickly bolt down to capture the capital of Vilnius. And yeah, Lithuania will very quickly fall. And we see in this peace treaty that Sweden will annex a big chunk of the Baltics, and the rest will be merged together to form a puppet state of Sweden. So it's finally not full annexation, and Sweden is kind of like wrapping around the Baltic Sea in this area. And yeah, they're going to once again calm down a little bit because they want to invade Germany and Poland, but I don't know if they'd necessarily be stronger than those countries at this point. They might be, and so they will build up their military, and what better way than to, well, kind of distract them, and they will basically go over to Poland and say they found stuff saying that Germany was gonna launch a surprise invasion of Poland, and with being how nationalistic Poland is, this is somehow gonna work, and they're going to start to fight Germany. Germany is like, what is going on? And Poland is furious, and so both of these countries are at war. Germany will protect Berlin, of course, and actually go into Poland a little bit, which will make them pretty mad. And they will push back Poland very quickly, but they didn't expect this. And so Sweden is just gonna sit there watching, and yeah, I mean, it just kind of goes back and forth a little bit, and Germany would have the upper hand here, and they still do, but at this point it's kind of like this, going in and out of borders. But Sweden is going to launch a surprise attack on Germany while this is happening, going in from Denmark and capturing, what is this city called? Hamburg, that's what it's called. Anyway though, they will quickly take their coast, and yeah, their entire coast. This is very bad for Germany. And their pushback against Poland was successful, but now that Sweden is invading, it's not so successful. And Germany and Poland are already wore out. Sweden will go down very quickly to capture Berlin. And yeah, Germany, they're gonna put up a fight, and they will show that as they do push back against Sweden. And they actually push back pretty surprisingly a lot. And Poland is just kind of gonna sit there and let Sweden do the work. And yeah, it will be a little bit back and forth. Sweden does have the upper hand, but Germany is still very strong and will be able to fight. And they're not going down without a fight. Uh, Eventually, though, Sweden will capture their northern lands, and Germany will make the choice to agree to a peace treaty with Sweden and Poland. And in this peace treaty, we see that Germany will be pretty crippled. They lose all of their coast, actually, all of their only coast. And Poland will also get some land. But right after this, of course, we have Sweden staging a fight over here. And they basically say Polish soldiers came over and took this little area right here. And Poland denies it, but Sweden will say it did happen. They'll quickly retake it and declare war on Poland, sending their navy out to make landings very quickly, as they've had this as a plan for a little while now. And they will go into Poland and connect up with their little part of Germany, and they will actually take all of Poland's German land that they just took, if that makes any sense. Said it very confusingly. Hopefully that makes sense. They do cut off Poland's coast, though, and they also invade over here from the Baltics. And it is very not good for Poland right now. They are not as strong as Germany. They are nationalistic, which might help them some, but I mean, they're just not really they don't really have a chance. And I don't know, I always struggle with finding Warsaw because I feel like everything that I look at says it's in a different spot. Some of the stuff says it's here, it's there, not there, but I don't know where it is. But I mean, basically the story here is Poland is going to be wiped out and surrender eventually. And so this is what this peace treaty looks like. Germany actually gets back their old land. Sweden gets a big chunk of the coast, and the Baltic Union puppet state thing will get a little bite out of Poland. And actually, you can just see that right there. And yeah. And Sweden has now pretty much encircled all of the Baltic Sea. And They've fulfilled most of their goals. But now they are going to go on I guess, a little bit of a speed run. They're going to take the Faroe Islands, land in Iceland, take the capital of Reykjavik. Reykjavik. I forgot how to pronounce it. I know how to pronounce it, but I forgot. I don't know. And they will land down here in southern Greenland and take the capital of Nuuk, wherever it is. I don't know. It's somewhere over here. I think it's right here somewhere. Yeah, I guess that doesn't really help me. Anyway, though, Greenland will surrender and Sweden will annex all of this. And they now have a very big empire. And they're not just going to stop there because the Netherlands apparently needs to also die for Sweden to fulfill their goals. And Amsterdam will be taken, and with that, the Netherlands will fall. And this is what this peace treaty looks like with the Netherlands. And yeah, they take a good chunk of the Netherlands. And yeah, I don't even know if they'd survive. You know what? Let's just unite the Benelux to make them happy. Because why not? I mean, the Netherlands is the strongest country there, and they're gone now. So, I mean, pretty much. So, yeah, let's just unite them all. Anyway, though, continuing on with Sweden's goals, they will declare war on the United Kingdom, which is quite a big step. They will take these islands, and the navies will begin to fight as, yeah, it will be a very big naval battle. Eventually, Sweden will make a landing over here, and then very quickly stage a landing on Scotland. Scotland will kind of try and break away even more, as another landing is made surprisingly, as Sweden is beating the British Navy, and Scotland is falling very quickly as the capital of, I always pronounce this wrong, it's either Edinburgh or Edinburgh, it is captured, and also this doesn't happen very quick. This is a long war, but I'm just trying to speed things up. And eventually, Scotland will be fully under the control of the Swedish, and the United Kingdom will agree to peace. And this is what happens in the peace treaty. Sweden gets Scotland and some of the other islands, but the United Kingdom will soon after collapse, and yeah, they're gone now in just England. So yeah, I guess that's it. Anyway, though, there's one more thing that Sweden has in mind, and it is quite a big goal, but they are going to prepare for war with Russia. They send their army out to Kaliningrad, where the war will start as they advance on both sides, as they cut Kaliningrad into two, and it will quickly fall. And this is pretty bad for Russia. Also, Belarus wants nothing to do with this war, and that's even worse. And Russia was kind of prepared for this, and they are going to invade Finland, and they're going to be kind of good at it. They're also going to invade the Baltics, or more so, the Baltic Union puppet state thing. I don't know. Which will eventually fight back as Swedish troops arrive and begin to liberate it. Eventually, it will be fully liberated as Russia severely underestimated Sweden, and Sweden will advance into Russia as they get pretty far, and they begin to fight back up in Finland, and they even send troops out to take this peninsula, and yeah, they will now surprise attack from the north, and meet up with this lake. And now they meet up with this lake. And oh no, because they're charging right at St. Petersburg. And now St. Petersburg is gone. I mean, I guess it's still there, but not under Russia. And also, there is now a huge encirclement. And how did Sweden do this? Nobody knows. Nobody will ever know. Russia is devastated. And as their troops fall back, they are going to call for a peace treaty. And Sweden is fine with that. And yeah, this is the peace treaty. Kaliningrad is divided up. The Baltic Union gets a little bit of land from Russia. Sweden will get a good chunk of land from Russia, including St. Petersburg, which is pretty huge and devastating for Russia. And yeah, this is the Swedish Empire. And if I outline them, that's kind of hard to look at, sorry. But yeah, they are very big. And you can see that if I color them white, makes them stand out a little bit more. Yeah, they're a very big empire, and one of the strongest countries in the world. I mean, they just almost took out Russia. But yeah, thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments whether you think the terrain layer should be on or off. I'm fine with either. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.